Next, we got creative conditioner. Playing basketball made me an effective creator. It really has. Not to sound corny or cliche, but it really has, because the lessons I have a general joy of watching basketball, playing basketball, and the lessons that I've extracted over this past month or so by playing on an almost daily basis, and now I'm playing more seriously, like playing like training hours by myself in the gym, whether it's my handle, my dribbling, my finishing, stuff like that. That becoming a more efficient basketball player. These lessons have spilled over into my content creation, to where I'm like, listen, the same way I go in just to get shots up, and whether I have a great, get a lot of shots in, or whether I don't, or whether my left hand is super awkward and I'm not able to, dribble the way I want to right now, it doesn't matter. I'm having fun during the process. I'm playing during the process. I'm exercising during the process. So it's even biological. My biology is changing because I'm exercising more, doing more cardio, right? But it's in the form of skill development. By doing that, right, and this culmination of different things that are happening biologically, mentally, right, I'm learning that I can create content the same way, with the sense of play and the sense of showing up, even if I'm bad right now. If I had a room full of people watching me practice at the gym, I would feel awkward, right? So thank God it's just me in the gym and maybe like a couple of my coworkers I'll play some ball with. But that's been powerful, to just go in there and be able to be bad or average right now, knowing that if I continue to put these reps in, I'm going to be great. And it's the same thing with my content, same thing with your content. I have this sense of play when it comes to putting content together now, because I'm like, nobody has to see this. Even this right now, if you see this, I decided to put it out. But I'm not even necessarily filming this with the idea of definitely putting it out. This is essentially a representation of me being in the gym, just putting shots up, working on my handle. As awkward as it may be right now, as many shots as I may miss right now, I'll never become or realize my potential in the game if I'm not in the gym, having fun, just being present and creating work just for the sake of creating work, not with a real end game, not a real end goal, right? It's like a balancing act. It's like I don't really have a goal, but at the same time, I gotta have a goal to keep me pushing and stuff like that. But not, basically, not. What's the phrase? Wake up and smell of roses, or whatever. The phrase. Basically, not missing what's in front of me, right? Not always being so forward thinking or futuristic or future thinking that I miss what's happening in the present, right? Because that could become a bad habit too. Be so goal oriented that you never enjoy the process, and you miss, you forgot to stop and smell the flowers. I think that's the phrase, right? So that's how basketball has been making me a better creative. It's just incorporating play and practice and enjoying that, and knowing that I'm basically going to practice myself into the level that I want to get to. And I don't think that process ends. You know what I'm saying? So find yourself a sport, find yourself a skill to learn. That's also another realization I've been having too, is the concept of, as far as exercise at this point in my life. The gym life, no shade to it, it's been great, been doing it for years, but I finally had the realization that the gym life in and of itself is not for me. I basically get more value out of learning a skill. So basketball is a skill, jiu-jitsu is a skill, kickboxing is a skill. I can get in shape through working on these skills, and that process is more fun and entertaining. The gym I can use as a supplement to make my skills and my game stronger in these fields, in mixed martial arts, in jiu-jitsu, in kickboxing, and in basketball. So it makes my training throughout the week more fun, because I can see progress a bit faster too, instead of it just being like, all right, I'm gonna keep going to the gym so I, have a certain muscular tone, which you can see progress depending on who you are, where you are in your journey, eventually. But a lot of times, you don't really see it, or you don't really see the benefits for like weeks out and stuff like that. But by working on the skill of basketball, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, I'm seeing the skills develop fast. It's almost like more of a mental game, and that's encouraging. That makes me want to continue to, get better at that skill, go back for another practice, because I can see those incremental upgrades faster, right? Which is more exciting to me. So I'll still hit the gym. I go on Mondays and Thursdays, but I'm quick with it, right? I'm in and out, do 100 pulls, 100 pushes, 100 squats or lunges, and then I may spend 25 minutes in the gym, which I which I think is great. Again, no shade to people who just hit the gym for the sake of hitting the gym, but if you struggle with that, if you struggle to hit the gym consistently, to lose weight, to say another, I want to encourage you to find yourself a skill or a game that you want to be great at, that is physical, but that you can get lost in the process of the skill development. And from that, you can hit all the other benchmarks, to losing the weight, becoming more flexible, all those things you want to do too, how you want to transform your body. But find a skill. I'm trying to tell you, I feel like that's a cheat code. Find a skill that you can use, or that you could benefit from. And, you know, and, uh, and do that. Just do it. You know what I'm saying?